Alright, imagine this, it's July 29, 1982, and a massive metal structure the size of a school bus is tearing through Earth's atmosphere, burning up in a fiery spectacle. That was Salyut 6, the Soviet Union's groundbreaking space station, meeting its end after 5 years in orbit. But here's the thing, this wasn't just a random piece of space junk crashing down. Salyut 6 was a pioneer, a station that redefined what humans could achieve in space. So why am I still talking about a space station that fell apart over 40 years ago? Because its legacy is everywhere you look in modern spaceflight, including the International Space Station. Let's unpack this. First off, Salyut 6 wasn't just another satellite. It was the first space station with 2 docking ports, which sounds like a minor engineering tweak, until you realize it completely changed the game. Before this, crews had to live and die by their spacecraft's clock. But with 2 ports, you could dock a Soyuz crew capsule and a Progress supply ship at the same time. In my opinion, this was the single most important innovation of the early space station era. Why? Because it meant missions could last months, not weeks. The longest stay on Salyut 6 was 185 days, a record at the time. That's not just a number, it's a psychological and physiological leap. Cosmonauts were proving humans could live in space long enough to do real science, not just survival experiments. But here's a twist, Salyut 6 wasn't abandoned because it was broken. It was abandoned because it was gross. Mold. Yeah, you heard me. The Soviet engineers had built this high-tech orbital lab, but they forgot to account for basic hygiene in zero-G. Mold started creeping through the crew quarters, and suddenly, the station became a health hazard. What's fascinating about this is how it mirrors modern problems. Even today, the ISS deals with microbes and fungi eating through materials. Space isn't just a technical challenge, it's a biological one too. The Soviets made a call that still echoes today: when systems fail, sometimes the fix is as low-tech as scrubbing walls. But they chose to deorbit the station instead of trying to save it. Was that overkill? Maybe. Or maybe they prioritized crew safety in a way that still informs modern risk assessments. Now let's zoom out. Salyut 6 design choices, like its airlock for spacewalks and modular resupply, weren't just clever engineering. They were laying the blueprint for every space station since. Think about the ISS, it's got multiple docking ports, regular cargo resupply, and crews swapping in and out like shifts at a 24-hour dyno. The ISS's record-breaking 371-day mission by Frank Rubio in 2023. That's a direct descendant of Salyut 6's 185-day achievement. What many people don't realize is that space exploration isn't just about flashy firsts. It's about incremental, often messy progress. The Soviets didn't just build a station, they built a system, one that's still in use today, just with better Wi-Fi and fewer mold issues. But here's the deeper question: why do we remember Salyut 6 at all? After all, it's not as famous as Mir or the ISS. For me, the answer lies in its duality. It was a symbol of Soviet ambition, yet its downfall was something utterly mundane. It reminds us that even the most advanced technology is vulnerable to the basics: biology, physics, and human error. And that's what makes it timeless. Every time a new space station module launches, or a cargo ship docks autonomously, we're seeing Salyut 6 ghost in the machine. Its story isn't just history, it's a blueprint for the challenges we'll face building outposts on the Moon, Mars, or beyond. So next time you hear about a space station re-entry, don't just think about the fiery end. Think about the invisible threads connecting it to this 40-year-old Soviet relic. Because in space, nothing disappears, it just gets rewritten into the next chapter.